Hey, what's up, guys? So it's been a couple of weeks since I put out a video because I had a rough couple of weeks. I was in a slump, and I just needed to go back and um, get back in the lab with a pen and a pad. So that's what I did, and this week, it was a little bit better. I got a lot of work to do still, and again, I don't know. I mean, the purpose of this video, this channel, pretty much is just to document my journey in forex, right? So um, those weeks are gonna happen, right? So I had a bad couple of weeks. I just needed to go back and look at what I was doing. Got some more resources. So big shout out to Big Matt who gave me some new resources to check out and try to get my strategy a little bit better. So excuse me, this week I pretty much just focused on two things. One was managing my money management, risk management, and the other was direction, right? Figuring out getting direction correct, because I have been getting direction wrong a lot, which was messing with me, my psychology, right? So that was a big part of it, and then losing too much on trades. I was losing way too much money on trades, and that's just rookie stuff, right? You lose trades and then you try to make up for it. You chase the market. You risk more, right? You hold on to losers longer than you should. I mean, there's all kind of stuff that we've all done, and I was doing that, so I had to just shake it off because it was just not it was not going well. And that's after I had come off like two of like my best weeks ever. So anyway, with that being said, this video might be a little bit longer because I have a few things I want to share, or maybe it won't be. But let me start off with my usual. So I used to just trade three pairs. I used to trade Euro USD, GJ, and UJ. So one of the things I'm starting to expand that. So I'm not just trading these three. Like this week, I traded the Aussie, the Australian, New Zealand. I always get confused which one is Aussie, Swissy, or whatever. But the AUD, Aussie, the Australian, New Zealand dollar. I traded that. I traded EJ, the European Japanese, the Euro yen, and I traded the Australian dollar and the yen. Actually, I didn't trade this one. I've been watching this one. I want to trade it. You see, it kind of did some funky stuff this week. Came up, came down, consolidated. But this is one that's on my watch list that I'm watching. Now, eventually, I'm going to add a lot more. But as I'm learning right now, I'm just adding in. I've added a few. I'm just sharing that because I'm no longer just trading these three. I'm starting to branch out and trade some other ones. I'm actually just starting to stay away from dollar pairs for several reasons that I'm not going to explain. But if you guys want to learn more about what I'm doing, just go to no nonsense forex.com. That's where a lot of my strategy is coming from, and of course, a lot of my analysis, a lot of the skills I get in my analysis is from the Swag Academy. So Swaggy and KJ, the swagacademy.com. That is where I learn a lot of my like how to read charts. The no nonsense forex. The last couple of this week, I've mainly just been focusing on risk, money management, and trading psychology. And that's the main two things that it's been helping me with, and then also helping me to figure out direction. And it's been helping a lot. So again, big shout out to Big Matt who put me onto that because it's definitely been helping. All right, so let me get back into some of the trades I made this week. So this trade, I think I put this in on Sunday. Yeah, let's see, April 3rd. Yeah, it was actually. I actually put this in on Sunday. Um, Came in London session. Came in. This is London session. Well, I believe it was. So I put this in Sunday. Doesn't matter. It went my way. Started consolidated. Got out because previously that was like my strategy. Now, probably next week, I'm not gonna get out. Right. I'm gonna let this play out. until it does what it does. I might get out at the end of the week, right? Like today, like down here. But this was really, I was testing whether or not I got direction right, and so I got in here. This was like 40 pips, right? This is like 44 pips. Like I'll take that any day. But I took that trade, close it out. However, going forward, I'm gonna let the trades play out a little bit further than I have been. So I took that was the only trade I took all week on EU. After that, I just watched to see what it did after. For GJ, I took this trade, took a trade here. This was Monday. I took a trade here. Actually got stopped out, but then got back in that trade because I was still I still I still expected GJ to rise. So I got back in that trade again. It started to consolidate up here. Got out, went up a little bit more, consolidate again. I still think it's gonna go up. Actually, I didn't close this trade. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't. So that last trade I made is still open. Um, which this was a lot lower a little while ago. So now I'm down like 30 pips. But that's okay. I'm gonna go over some more stuff here. But let me go back to where I was. Okay, so I actually still have this trade open because it's going to stay open over the weekend. I was trying to decide if I wanted to leave it open over the weekend or not, but I still believe that this is going to come, still going to come up. And I mean, if you look just look on a 4 hour chart, my expectation is that this is still going to come up. Maybe not this high, but I do think it's still going to come up and up into this range, at least up into here. But anyway, so I'm gonna leave it there. We'll see on Sunday what happens. But I don't normally leave trades over the weekend like that. But this one I feel pretty confident about for a couple of reasons. So that I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it in and see what happens. I don't think I traded UJ. Let me look. Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh wait, I take that back. I did, and that was again another directional test. So at the beginning of the week, I put this trade in, came up, consolidated, took out, and then boom, took off. So next week, once I can confirm that I've gotten the direction correct, I'm gonna take some profit, but after that, I'm gonna let these trades ride out. Because I've been missing obviously. I mean, just look how much I left on the table there. It's crazy, right? Right. Even if it came up to here, we're looking at quite a bit. 140. So anyway, we'll see next week. Hopefully next week I'm going to be showing you guys something different. Now I'm not saying I would still take profit here. I'm going to put in two trades. I would close one out here once I hit a take profit, wherever that take profit is, and then let the other one ride out. I've made some trades too on the daily chart. These I didn't. This actually I made on the hourly chart, but there was a couple that I made on the daily chart. This one I actually made this trade on the daily chart. Still expecting this to go up. But I closed this one out. It was like I was up like 40 pips. So I just took the 40 because I usually don't leave trades over the weekend. And then next week, see if this continues to go up. If so, I'll just get back in and let it do its thing. Just going to go through and just looking to see. This one actually got me. Well, I'll take that back. So it didn't totally get me. It did get me, but it wasn't really. It was because of my error. So I think I actually closed this trade out. I'm not 100% sure. I think I actually closed this trade out. Took profit here. I think I had two trades. I took profit on one. The other one came back down and got stopped out. Then I got back in, but when I got back in, I didn't have my take profit set. I messed up, so I didn't have my take profit set. So this actually came up, would have hit my take profit, but then I didn't have it set, and it ended up coming down and stopping me out. Not only did I not have it set, when it came up into here, I didn't move my stop loss into break even, and that I took a loss when I shouldn't have taken a loss. I should have just closed with a few pips. So anyway, I don't know yet what's going to happen with this. I haven't done my analysis. This video is not really going to be in my analysis. This is really just showing you guys last week what happened, because I was missing for a couple of weeks, and just trying to explain, what I've been trying to do the last couple of weeks, to get back. This one I didn't trade. I'm looking at trading it. Just kind of watching it. I didn't have any type of confirmation on this one to get in, or so I didn't. But I'll be looking at this for next week to see if I can uh, make a trade on here. So that's it. So right now, oh yeah, NAS 100. So NAS 100, this is something new for me. NAS 100 has got me in the past several times. Like I've blown two accounts messing with NAS 100. Um, but I found a time in the day that I like to trade it. So I am trying to trade it just during that time because it moves during that time. And I've been able to, well, so far, I think I made more than this trade, but anyway, I found a time that I believe that I like to trade it. And so I'm looking at just focusing on that one time period. It's like 4 or 5 hours of the day, and just trying to trade it during that time. And if I get something great, if I don't, then, you know, so be it. So that was a trade I made on NAS 100, and that worked out fine actually. Um, okay, so now let me. So that's that. So then, no, another thing I did this week was FTMO. So I went ahead, had FTMO, set up an FTMO for this week. I haven't done this for a while. I used to do this regularly. It used to help me to, kind of just, it was just good practice basically. And I used to, do these all the time, and I hadn't done one for a long time. So I went ahead and did one, passed everything. All I gotta do is just make one more trade, just so that I can pass that, and I'll be done passing that, um, for the week in 1 week. So that was, it wasn't that was honestly, this wasn't even hard at all. Um, Trading on a bigger account is a lot easier than trading on, a really small account. So at the same time, I didn't trade my forex.com account this week. I only tested on my Henkel account, which is small. I'll show you this. Actually, I had to put money in here because I blew it out messing with NOS 100. So I deposited basically $250. At the end of the week, I had 278, so that's $28. But you look, you see all the size. Everything was just 0.01, so that's actually like 280 pips minus, I guess, the 30 I just lost. Just because 250 pips, just say 250 pips. So 250 pips this week, that's for me. I'll take that. Um, that's a good week for me. Like I will take that every week. Um, and then what I also want to show too is though, so I was just testing, like I said earlier, I've been testing, getting the direction right and risk management. Um, Trading on these really, really tiny, lot sizes, just helped me to kind of focus on managing my risk, basically. So, like, instead of going all in and with big lot sizes and trying to catch moves and being so, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. Actually, I can't articulate this right now. However, in my head, this really helped me to figure out how to manage my risk. This week wasn't about making money; it was about not losing money and choosing the right direction of things. So, I mean, I'm just gonna look at these trades. So this was that Euro USD trade I made. So it was like 40 something pips, and then these L's, I got stopped out here, stopped out here, stopped out here, stopped out here. Right, these are big losses for me. But these two right here, I don't this I'm not even sure. But this is because I was messing with the software and I was trying to figure out the software, and I didn't know exactly how it worked. And anyway, so I'm not. I mean, they were L's. I took the L's, but I'm just saying that these ones initially were really because I was trying to figure out the software and I was messing around with stuff. After that, though, if you look and see here, like these hit my stop loss, but I didn't lose money, right? I still got 2 pips out of these trades, right? This hit my stop loss, but I still made 18 pips on the trade, right? So I started after that. Once I started figuring out how to, like, like, see, look, this hit a stop loss, but I still, made 34 pips on that. Once I started to figure out how to use the software that I'm trying to use, and start understanding how it worked, and start making the trades based on my system, right, things started to get better. I started to hit take profits, right, small. This is a stop loss, but still a small gain. Take profit. Here, I actually just took a loss. Here, hit take profit. Anyway, right. So this week, my consistency was like on point. I will take this. There, I got a stop. I got stopped out. Here's a take profit. I mean, I will. I mean, even ones where I got stopped out, right? I still was at a profit, small profit, but it wasn't a loss. So, with that being said, um, things are getting better. I feel more confident. I definitely feel more confident. I feel like I'm getting to a better system going, and I'm looking forward to next week, and next year and next month. Everything, like, I just feel like a lot more uh, confident in what I'm doing, because I'm starting to put uh, more strategy, and getting more technical about it, and doing things more mechanically. This week, I didn't feel stressed about any of the trades I made, like, at all, right? Because I'm taking the emotions out of it because of the technology that I'm using, um, and the system, not necessarily the technology, but the system. So with that being said, like, I knew this video was going to be a little bit longer, but that's it for this week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.